Deep in the heart of the Canadian wilderness, in a small town shrouded in mystery, lived a lady named Jane. She was a reclusive woman who seldom left the confines of her old, creaking Victorian house. Whispers spread through the town about strange occurrences happening in Jane's home, leaving the locals fearful and curious. One fateful winter's night, a blizzard descended upon the town. The wind howled relentlessly, and the snowflakes danced furiously, creating an eerie atmosphere. Unbeknownst to the residents, Jane's house was the epicenter of the storm's malevolence. As the night grew darker, the townspeople began to notice strange lights emanating from Jane's home. The colors, vivid and unnatural, flickered through the windows, casting an otherworldly glow on the snow-covered ground. Rumors spread that Jane dabbled in dark magic, performing rituals and conjuring spirits to satisfy her unholy desires. Curiosity eventually overcame a group of brave souls, who resolved to uncover the truth behind Jane's mysterious activities. Armed with flashlights, they trudged through the knee-deep snow, reaching the doorstep of Jane's foreboding residence. The door creaked open, revealing an interior veiled in darkness. The group ventured cautiously, their footsteps echoing ominously in the silence. The flickering lights, now more vibrant than ever, seemed to beckon them deeper into the house. As they ventured through the rooms, they discovered an assortment of bizarre artifacts. Strange symbols adorned the walls, and jars filled with unknown substances lined the shelves. The air grew thick with an oppressive sense of dread, but their determination pushed them forward. Descending into the basement, they stumbled upon a hidden chamber. In the center, a pentagram glowed with an unholy energy. Chained to the walls were shadowy figures, their eyes empty and hollow, whispering incomprehensible chants. Suddenly, the door slammed shut behind them, sealing their fate. Panic consumed the group as they desperately searched for an exit, but the house seemed to have a will of its own. It toyed with them, shifting walls and leading them deeper into its labyrinthine corridors. One by one, they disappeared, consumed by the darkness that permeated the house. Their terrified screams echoed through the halls, blending with the haunting laughter of unseen entities. Jane, driven by an insatiable hunger for power, reveled in their torment. Eventually, only Jane and one survivor remained. The survivor, weakened and terrified, pleaded for mercy. But Jane, corrupted by the malevolent forces that surrounded her, showed no compassion. She reveled in the suffering of others and saw the survivor as a vessel to appease her insatiable desires. With a chilling smile, Jane approached the survivor, her eyes glinting with a wicked light. The survivor's screams were silenced forever as Jane embraced the darkness, becoming one with the malevolent forces that had consumed her. From that day forward, the town remained haunted by the memory of Jane and the horrors that unfolded in her house. No one dared to venture near the once charming Victorian residence, as the spirits trapped within continued to seek souls to satisfy their unending hunger for anguish and despair. And so, the legend of Jane and her cursed home became etched in the annals of Canadian folklore, a cautionary tale of the dangers that lie in the shadows, waiting to ensnare the unsuspecting. In the sun-drenched state of Florida, where sweltering heat and oppressive humidity reigned, there lived a man named Geoff. He resided in a quaint coastal town known for its idyllic beaches and vibrant nightlife. But beneath the surface of this tropical paradise, a dark secret lurked, waiting to ensnare unsuspecting souls. Geoff was an adventurous spirit, drawn to the unknown and the forbidden. Tales of a secluded island situated just off the coast captivated his imagination. The island was said to possess a mystical energy, emanating from an ancient burial ground that lay forgotten within its dense foliage. Driven by his insatiable curiosity, Geoff embarked on a treacherous journey to reach the island. Ignoring the warnings of locals who spoke of the island's cursed nature, he set sail on a moonlit night, guided by the flickering glow of the lighthouse on the shore. As his small boat approached the island's rocky shores, a palpable sense of unease settled upon him. The air grew thick with an unnatural stillness, and the once cheerful chirping of birds ceased abruptly. It was as if the island itself held its breath, awaiting Geoff's arrival. Undeterred, Geoff stepped ashore, the sand beneath his feet whispering ancient secrets. The tropical paradise he had envisioned quickly transformed into a nightmare as the dense foliage swallowed him whole. Shadows danced amidst the palm fronds, and the silence was broken only by the haunting rustle of unseen creatures. Navigating through the labyrinthine pathways, Geoff stumbled upon an overgrown cemetery, the final resting place of the island's forgotten souls. Weathered tombstones stood as solemn sentinels, their engravings barely legible. Intrigued, Geoff brushed away layers of moss and dirt, revealing faded names and dates. Unbeknownst to him, disturbing the sanctity of this sacred ground awakened an ancient evil. The spirits, restless and vengeful, sought to claim a new vessel through which to unleash their wrath upon the living. Geoff's footsteps grew heavy as if weighted down by an invisible force. Whispers, carried by the wind, echoed through the night. The voices grew louder, filling his mind with maddening thoughts and chilling warnings. But Geoff, consumed by his obsession, pressed forward, unable to resist the island's pull. As the moon reached its zenith, an ethereal mist shrouded the island, further obscuring Geoff's vision. Shapes moved within the fog, taunting and teasing him. Unseen hands grasped at his clothing, attempting to pull him into the abyss. Desperation gripped Geoff's heart as he realized the gravity of his mistake. But it was too late to escape the clutches of the island. The spirits, hungry for their retribution, closed in around him, their icy breath sending shivers down his spine. Their spectral forms enveloped him, their anguished wails deafening in his ears. Geoff's screams mingled with their chorus, his body convulsing under their supernatural grip. Darkness swallowed him whole, erasing any trace of his existence from the mortal realm. Days turned into weeks, and the small coastal town whispered of the unfortunate fate that befell Geoff. His name became a cautionary tale, passed down through generations, warning against the allure of forbidden knowledge and the dangers of meddling with the supernatural. To this day, the island stands as a haunting reminder of Geoff's ill-fated venture, a place where lost souls wander, forever yearning for release. And those who dare to venture too close can still hear Geoff's anguished cries carried by the wind, a chilling reminder of the price paid for satisfying one's insatiable curiosity. In the picturesque countryside of France, amidst rolling hills and serene vineyards, there lived a man named Henry. He resided in a centuries-old chateau that stood as a testament to the region's rich history. Little did he know that within the ancient walls of his home, a malevolent presence lay in wait, ready to unleash its unholy wrath. Henry, an art connoisseur and a collector of curiosities, possessed a deep fascination for the macabre. His obsession led him to acquire an enigmatic painting from a shadowy art dealer. The artwork depicted a somber figure, its face obscured by a tattered black veil, exuding an unsettling aura of despair. From the moment the painting graced the walls of Henry's chateau, an oppressive darkness descended upon the estate. Unseen whispers whispered in the corridors, and a chill permeated the air, freezing even the warmest of summer nights. As Henry's obsession with the artwork grew, so did the malicious influence it held over him. Sleep evaded him, replaced by haunting nightmares that merged with reality. The veiled figure from the painting appeared in his dreams, its hollow eyes boring into his very soul. Driven to the brink of madness, Henry resolved to uncover the origins and secrets of the painting. His search led him to an obscure legend surrounding a cursed artist who was said to have infused his works with his own tormented spirit. Guided by his insatiable curiosity, Henry traveled to a forgotten village deep within the French countryside. There he unearthed a forgotten diary, belonging to the cursed artist himself. The diary spoke of a forbidden ritual, in which the artist had bound his tortured soul to each brushstroke, ensuring his immortality through the pain and suffering of others. Henry's heart pounded in his chest as he pieced together the horrifying truth. He realized that by possessing the painting, he had inadvertently become a conduit for the artist's malevolence, a vessel for his insatiable hunger for agony. Back in his chateau, Henry could no longer escape the clutches of the painting's curse. His reflection in the mirror twisted into a grotesque mockery of his former self. Shadows danced in the corners of his vision, mocking and tormenting him. The chateau itself seemed to come alive, its ancient stones pulsating with a sinister energy. In a desperate bid to break free from the curse, Henry attempted to destroy the painting. But every strike of his hammer or slash of his knife only intensified the malevolence within. The veiled figure in the artwork grew more corporeal, its spectral form materializing in the physical realm. Cornered within his own home, Henry became a prisoner to the curse. The veiled figure emerged from the painting, its pallid hands reaching out to claim his soul. Henry's screams of terror and pleas for mercy fell on deaf ears as the figure dragged him into the depths of eternal torment. The chateau, now forever stained by the tragedy, stood as a grim reminder of Henry's ill-fated pursuit. Locals whispered of the cursed painting and the fate that awaited any who dared to possess it. No one dared to enter the desolate chateau, for fear of awakening the vengeful spirits that lingered within its walls. And as for Henry, he joined the ranks of the forgotten, forever trapped in a nightmare of his own making, his existence forever entwined with the cursed painting, a warning to those who would dare to delve too deeply into the darkness that lies beneath the surface of beauty. Thanks for watching today's video. Please consider subscribing and hitting the like button. It really helps us out, and until next time, stay safe and never wander too far from the light.